Mondy, what's up,
Hello,
man?
what's up? What's up,
We're
man?
here. We're back. Current Era Pod. I almost said news reviews. I'm just so used to saying it, but that's not what the fuck we're doing. We are doing. Oh man, you had a whole little gimmick worked out last time, but I guess we're not gonna do
Yeah.
it. Dreams and nightmares. Pod baby. Is that right?
Pod baby. I have another pod baby, guys. I've given birth to a new idea. It's called Dream and Nightmare Sequel, where I simply pitch an actor. It could be any actor, and we give our dream sequel that we would like this actor to be in, and we give our nightmare sequel that we don't want this actor to be in. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, it's going to be 25 actors this time around, and hopefully, if you guys like it, we can keep doing more and more rounds of these. So,
Before we get started, I do want to say make sure you like the video, comment down below, and subscribe to the Current Era Pod, please. Thank you
yes,
very much.
yes.
Let's do it, Mondy.
Let's do it. Let's do it indeed. All right. First actor who is going to pop it off. I'll let you go first. Give me your dream and nightmare sequel for Denzel Washington.
Okay. I have like 3 lists. I apologize. Denzel Washington. Okay, so my dream sequel for a Denzel movie is pretty simple for me. Remember the Titans. To me, it is still one of the greatest sports movies, if not the great. Let me think, greatest.
Definitely an
It's
argument up there.
it's yeah. I'm about to say it's up there. It's up there. But yeah, he's absolutely awesome in it. Colts for days. And yeah, I would love to see him, especially at this stage of his life. He doesn't need to be doing anything remotely athletic. He can be a coach again, which leads me into my motherfucking nightmare. If we ever get another motherfucking Equalizer, I am going to throw up. I don't want Equalizer 4. I don't want it. I don't want Queen Latifah Equalizer. That entire franchise just needs to fucking die. So,
How about John David
Dream.
Washington Equalizer prequel that's been rumored?
No thanks. I'm good.
No?
No.
Okay.
Just because he's his son and no. Sorry.
Well, it'd be the character of the Equalizer just when he was younger.
I understand. And just
Oh,
because just because that's his son, he'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
this is younger me. No, thanks. No, I don't want it.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. So we have the exact same dream sequel for Denzel. Once
Wow.
again, it's Remember the Titans. I think this, a lot of years have passed since that movie came out. Maybe he could be a coach at a higher level this time,
What, NFL? You would have him be Bill Belichick?
No, a D1 school.
Okay.
I ain't going to All-American route where this nigga just goes to the NFL and loses fantasy. And then for a nightmare sequel would be John Q. John Q is obviously a great movie, but
Wow.
how could you not feel redundant in doing a movie like what? How could it be possibly along the same lines of John Q and to be warranted to be a sequel without it feeling redundant? Like, does his son have another fucking heart attack?
Bury my son. My son will bury me.
Great impression. Oh, nice.
Oh, sorry.
This time my son needs a kidney. Like, oh my God. So yeah, I just don't see how a John Q sequel would make any sense.
Okay.
Okay. Next round, we could do Arnold Schwarzenegger, your boy, your favorite 90s action star.
Yeah, 80s.
Oh, 80s. Has The Rock surpassed Arnold Schwarzenegger in terms of just your action star love?
Wow.
Because he loves The Rock, guys.
I mean, okay, sorry. In terms of film, no.
Mhm.
Like if I had a choice between watching Arnold's films or The Rock's films, I would always choose Arnold. But if
the star themselves,
yeah, like the actual star, like the guy, it's The Rock. Like,
okay,
it's The Rock. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry, I got a little fussed there. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, that's actually a great point because Arnold has some really great films under his belt. I can't say the same for The Rock.
He really fucking does. Oh, bitch, watch your fucking mouth, bitch. Watch your fucking mouth. We're gonna talk about my boy later. Don't worry. All right, okay. My dream sequel for Arnold Schwarzenegger. This was easy for me. This was one of the easiest ones on my list. Jingle All the Way sequel. I fucking need it. Jingle All the Way is the second greatest Christmas movie of all time. If I wasn't biased, I would say it's the best. But because I'm black, I have to say it's this Christmas. But anyway, Jingle All the Way is the best fucking Christmas movie of all time, bitch. There, I said it. And I need another. It's terrible time. I bring back Sinbad even after the stroke. You're weird. I mean, first of all, it's too late for you. Like it's gonna be so bad now because it's 25 years later. It's like me watching fucking Beetlejuice last year. Like that shit was ass. But when it came out, I was like, oh my God, or everybody else was like, oh my gosh, Beetlejuice. Anyway, yeah, give me Jingle All the Way. And for the love of God, the nightmare, it's probably going to happen anyway. But please stop rolling Arnold Schwarzenegger out here for these Terminator films. And I mean rolling, because we don't fucking want his 70, almost 80-year-old ass as the Terminator. I don't want built-in excuses like, oh, the Terminator tissue actually gets older. No, bitch, I don't. Stop it.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Yeah. So Dream sequel will be another Predator film. I
Really?
wouldn't want him handling the bulk of the action. Like you said, he's an older guy, but he could be that general that's been there before, done this before, has the experience, is leading a team of guys, under his tutelage. Him drawing back on that experience. I think that'd be a really cool angle to approach it from.
Oh,
And I
so
want it more
like a Han Solo in Force Awakens. Basically, he's a rebucal character. Wait, what do they call it? Rebucal, where he basically is there. He's a legacy character, and then he dies.
he don't have to die in this sequel, but
He doesn't.
he doesn't have to die.
Watch your mouth, bitch.
I
Follow
love
rules.
death. But I would want him. I would want it more so along the veins of like a Predators. I still think Predators is so underrated, like with Adrian Brody. Anyway, and
Haven't seen it.
You really never seen it?
Never.
I think you'd like it actually. For my Nightmare sequel for Arnold Schwarzenegger, it'd be like you said, Terminator. It's just there's no excuse. I mean, because he's the only character he could possibly be is the T-1000.
Yes.
And it doesn't make sense for him to be, like you said, 80 years old being a T-1000. No, my tissue age is like, get the fuck out of here. Number 3, we have another 80s huge action star, Sly, Sylvester Stallone. Arnold fans just hate Sly, and Sly fans hate Arnold. I love it. Give me your dream and nightmare sequel for Arnold. I mean, for Sly.
Okay, so the dream sequel was very tough. Just because, like I said, I've never really been the biggest fan of this guy. I will say that
What's the reason? I'm curious. What's the reason though? Like, why? Like, is he not a good actor to you? Does he not? Can he not hold a movie together? Like, what's the reason?
He was just never exposed to me like Arnold was. So by the time I was able to choose for myself, I was like, well, why would I watch that when I can go watch all these other things that I already love?
Your mom never exposed you to Rambo or Rocky or any of that kind of stuff growing up?
No, never.
Okay, just curious.
No. Okay. So, yeah, mom's fault. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, look, this is pretty much a lie, but I'll say Rambo. I guess.
Did you see his latest Rambo film when he's actually old, but it still works because they did it pretty good?
Okay. No, literally didn't care. I did not care. But the Nightmare sequel, that's easy. We do not need any more of these fucking. I can't read my handwriting. Jesus Christ, Jason Statham, Jet Li, Terry Crews.
Oh, the Expendables.
Thank you. We don't like they made a fourth one, and like I didn't even think about it. I was like, "There's no way I'm going to see this." Like the promo looked as
last year. Oh,
last year, right? Last year or the year before. Yeah,
Megan Fox was in it, and Jason.
Yes, yeah. You remember? Yeah. Oh, brother. So yeah, please stop making these fucking Expendables films. He's just as old as Arnold. I think he might be like a year older or a year younger. So please stop. I don't want to see him anymore. But I did really enjoy the first one. The first one was really good. The second one is decent. The third one was absolutely fucking terrible. So yeah.
Okay, cool. My dream sequel for Sylvester Stallone is The Suicide Squad, where he plays the character King Shark.
Okay.
Nom nom. King Shark one. Nom nom.
Okay.
James Gunn does such a great job at bringing these little stupid characters to life, like a tree with Groot or like a talking shark with King Shark, giving them so much heart. Sly was easily the heart of that film. Him and Ratcatcher too. Mm-hmm. And for
y'all think I bring up the Voyage of the fucking this nigga loves talking about Ratcatcher 2. Oh my goodness.
And for my nightmare sequel for Sly, it would have to be The Expendables, just like you said, for all the reasons you named.
Did you see Expendables 4?
I haven't seen a single Expendables movie ever.
Oh, okay.
But I keep hearing the first one is pretty good. I think either 2
the first one's really good in my opinion.
Yeah, so I'll probably check those out one day. But no, it's done. I'm tired of the gimmick.
Okay.
All right, give me your Michael B. Jordan Dream and Nightmare sequel.
Yes. So the Dream sequel, believe it or not, is going to be a movie that people may not love, and by people I mean me. But this is going to happen. He is going to make another appearance as the Human Torch in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And we're all going to be here for it. We're all going to cheer. I can't wait for all you niggas that was like, man, this movie sucks. This movie fucking sucks. And then as soon as all of them come back on the screen together in the Avengers 6 or whatever it's going to be, they're going to be like, oh. So yeah. Dream sequel, give me Michael B. Jordan as the Human Torch in the MCU as a variant. I can't wait for it. Honestly, I'm gonna come.
What?
Nightmare.
Michael B. Jordan's Human Torch. Ew.
Mm-hmm. Nightmare. Oh damn, that I have these backwards.
Look
No, I
at you,
didn't.
fake
Yeah,
arguing
no,
over some shit.
I didn't.
I'm about to say.
I did. No, I didn't. I didn't. I'm sorry. Nightmare, Creed 4. I don't want any more of them. Sorry. And this is coming from the guy who enjoyed Creed 3 a lot. I think we enjoyed the film for different. I mean, for you, it's like, oh, Jonathan Majors, he acted circles around. I mean, okay. I think that, and this is coming from the guy who's only seen literally part 3. Where else are we gonna fucking go, bro? How many more supervillains are you gonna make up and beat from your past? Like, I don't need any more of these. I'm totally fine.
You are aware that there was 5 Rocky films, right? No, 6, including Rocky Balboa.
Okay.
Okay, just curious.
I didn't want that either. Didn't see a single one. So
Okay. Yeah, for my dream sequel, it's kind of a like you. It's kind of it's an MCU entry that's kind of a stretch. It's the Black Panther. Of course, he died as Eric Killmonger, but with all this,
are we bringing
different parallel universes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Let's bring him back. Let's bring him back as Black Panther. With Chadwick, with that void has been missing.
Kind of like he did in What If.
Yeah, kind of like how they did in What If. Let's bring him back as Black and let him be the MCU's new Black Panther. I would be here for that. For my nightmare sequel is your dream sequel. I do not want another Fantastic Four movie with Michael B. Jordan. And it's not even his fault, to be honest. It's not. Okay. It's not Miles Teller's fault. It's not Kate Mara's fault. It's the film is just all over the place. Josh Trank swears that there's a cutout there somewhere. Every director swears there's a cutout there in their movie. That's just the bee's knees. And there was too much studio interference. But yeah, that movie was just actually started off really good. I actually enjoyed the first half of that movie a lot. Second half is when it goes to hell. But okay, cool. Somehow Dr. Doom can look at you and you just explode. Yeah, that's it. That's in his power set. Number 5, we have Jason Statham, your boy again.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking megalodon.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Give me your Dream and Nightmare sequel.
Yeah, Dream is easy. Give me The Beekeeper Part 2. This is still one of the best movies of the year. And it had so much lore, which I absolutely love lore when it makes fucking sense. I'm talking about you, the watchers. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait for part 2 of this. Hopefully it's inevitable. And
she had too much lore.
To you, nigga. The small mind of that nigga. What? Nigga can't keep up.
Oh my god.
Nightmare sequel is gonna be the same as Stallone. I don't want I'm doubling down, bitch. I don't want the fucking Expendables back. Like, bro, please stop. And it's funny because Stallone and Statham carry these films, the first 3 anyway. I haven't seen part 4, so I don't know how much either one of them are involved, but I'm going to assume that they carry part 4 as well. Jesus Christ, like, we get it. We don't need any more. I mean, even Jet Li himself was like, bro, like, I'm good. He was awesome in the first 2, though. But yeah.
If The Rock and Jackie Chan join the next Expendables movie, are you there opening night?
Bitch, what? Yeah, what the fuck? Okay. They old ass. Yes. I mean, yeah. I would. Okay.
My dream Jason Statham sequel is The Transporter. And I want it done.
4? You want Transporter 4?
Yes, Transporter 4. The fight in the oil in part 1 is still iconic. One of the best fights in any action movie ever. I want it Logan style. Give him old Transporter, grizzled, meets a child, passes on the legacy.
Okay.
Dies at the end.
Got it.
You're the Transporter now, kid.
Watch out for those fucking megalodons.
Watch out for them and protect the hive, bitch.
Protect the fucking hive. Okay.
Hold on. Imagine an idea of a Jason Statham multiverse movie. The Beekeeper, his character from the Meg, the Transporter, Hobbs.
Yes, opening night.
Shaw.
Shaw, yeah, opening night, yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Okay, yes. And Nightmare sequel is Romeo and Juliet. Never even saw Romeo and Juliet, but I saw on his filmography that he's in that movie, and I don't want to see Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet.
What?
It's an animated movie about gnomes, cartoon gnomes.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, this nigga put him list. He's something he's never even seen. Got it. Love it.
Because I just know his ass. Anyway.
Okay.
Give me your Viola Davis Nightmare Dream sequel.
Yeah, this one was pretty easy as well. One of the best movies of the year last year for The Woman King.
That was not last year. Was it?
Okay.
No, that wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago.
Whatever. Whenever it came out, The Woman King.
I could be wrong.
Would love a sequel for it. Really well told story, really great action beats. Just a really, really intense, really good movie. Would love to see a sequel for that. Um, and I think I said this last time, but we've got to get this wig off of her for Amanda Waller. Like,
Oh my god,
I
is that a
don't,
wig?
it.
Or is it just her fucking natural afro? It was a wig and a woman king.
Look, I'm not trying to see that afro no more. Okay, we need
Oh
to
my
get a
god.
new Amanda Waller. It's so funny. Like 10 years ago, people were like, "Bro, she's perfect for the role. She's perfect." And now that I've seen her so many times, I'm just like, I don't know if she is perfect, or if she is, like, I'm totally like, she's totally replaceable to me. As good as Viola Davis is, I could totally see somebody else playing the Woman King. I mean, shit, Amanda Waller. That's just my opinion. So I don't want her in any more DCU, whatever the fuck James Gunn want to call it. I don't want to see it no more.
Do you
But
want a
she will be
comic?
back in Peacemaker.
You want a comic accurate obese Amanda Waller?
Absolutely, yes.
Monique,
Big Mama. I want the all that. I need it.
would you want Monique as Amanda Waller?
Uh,
Superman.
nah, I don't think so.
I was kidding. I would hope not.
Well, I mean, I
Anyway,
want to think about it. I mean, she's talented, but no, I don't think so.
nah, baby. My dream Viola Davis movie sequel is The Woman King. Like you said, just a great movie, great film. I can see it continuing organically, naturally. My nightmare sequel is a movie, like I said, like how I said with John Q. It's a great movie, but don't need a sequel for it, which is Fences. Um, her and Denzel were amazing in that movie. She's known for the snot bubble scene, which is great acting. But how long? I mean, how much more can we give of that? To a sequel. So I just don't think a Fences sequel is warranted.
Okay.
Next one we have here is Anne Hathaway. Give me your dream and nightmare sequel for Anne Hathaway.
Yes. So let's continue to lie here. So,
Don't lie.
Princess. No, I'm gonna lie. The Princess Diaries. I would love a Princess Diaries sequel for
You don't have to lie,
this
seriously.
movie that came out 20 years ago. And
I mean,
the
already a part 2 already.
The Nightmares. Is it?
Yeah, now they're about to film part 3, rumored.
Wait, no. I already know that there's a Princess Diaries 1 and 2 that came out in the early 2000s.
Okay.
I'm saying that I would love a sequel to that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And the Nightmare is easy. I may have been one of the only people that said it when it came out, and I feel like people are starting to come along to my side of the road, but she was not great as Catwoman in The Dark Knight Rises, and I don't want to see her ever don the cat cowl ever again. She's probably the worst Catwoman in my opinion, even worse than Halle Berry. At least Halle Berry was fine, but whatever.
She was, yeah. So wait, so you're putting her performance, the fact that you don't want to see another Christopher Nolan Batman movie just because of her one singular performance?
That's correct.
Wow, you must have really felt a kind of way about that.
I did.
I see. My dream sequel for Anne Hathaway, it was a tie. I hate doing ties. I like to be definitive in my answers, but Interstellar with her. Have you ever seen Interstellar, Christopher Nolan?
Nope, never.
Never seen the movie. Okay, yeah. Leaves off on it could definitely be more adventures. I think so with her and Matthew McConaughey's character. He has to go find her. And also Hoodwinked as well, which is another animated classic film, which I don't think gets enough love. There was a Hoodwinked sequel which went like to DVD. I don't count that as a real sequel. That's not canon in my book. I want a theatrical released Hoodwinked sequel.
Like Mike 2, Street Ball, baby.
Oh,
you remember that piece of shit?
Stomp the Yard Homecoming? Yes, I remember all them bullshits. Like, those are like, I try to erase those from my mind, but yeah.
Got it.
And for my nightmare sequel is Alice in Wonderland, the Tim Burton version. Nah, I don't need to see that anymore. So pretty self-explanatory. Even though the first one is not a bad movie, actually. Next one we have is Jessica Alba. Everybody's crush at some point. I remember I had a poster of her on my wall growing up, and my mom said, "Take that white woman off your wall." I said, "She's not white. She's Spanish." But anyway,
Jesus,
give me your nightmare and dream and nightmare sequel for Jessica Alba.
Yeah, so the dream sequel is kind of in line with what I want from Michael B. Jordan, because she is also going to be a variant in the MCU one day. She's going to reprise her role as Sue Storm, and I can wait for it. I'm gonna geek out. I mean,
that whole cast has actually aged really well. All 4 of them have aged really, really well. So I could easily see them doing another movie, like a whole movie.
They literally will. Oh, I don't know about a whole movie, but they're gonna be in the Avengers 6 or whatever. And man, like I've never been a fan of the dance flicks, man. They just don't do it for me, and I don't want to see fucking Honey 2, 3, Honey in the Streets, Honey in the City. I don't want to see it. Okay.
There's been many honeys I've gone straight to DVD as
I know.
well.
That's. I'm pretty sure one was called like Honey in the Streets or some bullshit. I'm just kidding.
Honey in the Streets is crazy.
But yeah, I'm super cool on that bullshit. So yeah.
Well, my dream sequel is Honey, bitch. Give me Honey. When I first saw Jessica Alba in Honey, I thought she was a black woman, a light skinned or multiracial black woman. I swear. I think we all did. Until we learned differently. But anyway, yeah, even though her dance moves are just as stiff as Channing Tatum's are in the first Step Up movie, I would want to see another Honey sequel. That movie has some charm to it. Mikael Pfeiffer, Little Romeo, good little cast. For my nightmare sequel would be the Spy Kids movie. She had a reboot with her, Zachary Levi as the parents. Never even watched it, but my Spy
Kids was 2 years ago, right?
I'm not sure how many years ago. It was recent though.
It was very recent.
Yeah. My Spy Kids are Junie and Carmi, bitch. Yeah.
Okay.
The real Spy Kids. And I don't care what anybody says, Spy Kids 3D deserve just as much respect as Spy Kids 1 and 2, goddammit. Anyway. It's not as good as a film, I agree, as 1 and 2. But it's just, as you say, it's fun. It's fun.
Is
Young
it?
Glenn Powell.
Anyway. Oh, boy.
Okay. Give me your Chris Evans Dream and Nightmare sequel.
Yes. So the Dream sequel was very fun for me. I grew up, obviously, like I'm born in '93, so I grew up on a different kind of Chris Evans than this generation did. This generation gets Captain America, cool guy, all American, Chris Evans. I grew up on Janie's got a gun.
I would love another All-American.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, but I mean, like he's a stupid jock comedy guy, and he was typecast into that role for like the first 8-9 years of his career until he got Captain America, really. Which the casting for that, I was just like, what the fuck? But anyway, I was so wrong. I'm so glad, Chris Evans, I love you. But yeah, not another teen movie. Please give me I have been an advocate for these goddamn spoofs and parodies to come back to film. I was so excited when the new Scary Movie got announced. I can't wait. Hopefully they do it justice, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, we were just in it felt like there was one getting released every year. They were getting progressively worse, yes, but not another teen movie came out in that sweet spot where it was like, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood. Not another teen movie, scary movie, and shit like that. Like, all those films are iconic. Chris Evans, not another teen movie. Give me the sequel. The Nightmare is easily, I don't want to see him be a villain anymore in anything. So like I don't want another Knives Out sequel, or I think he was just a villain in some spy movie on Netflix. Like, I feel like because he's been such a goody two shoes as Captain America for the past 20 years, basically, like Hollywood is like, okay, now it's time to turn heel. It's time to be a bad guy, and I don't like it. I don't want to see him be a villain in literally anything. So yeah, that's my Chris Evans stuff.
Did Bottoms give you that not another teen movie fix last year? Because kind of had a similar kind of vibe. Not as extreme, but like, remember the end of that movie was so crazy and stuff?
Yeah. No.
Okay, I was just curious. All right, my dream sequel for Chris Evans is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. He plays evil ex-boyfriend number 2, I believe. Number 2, yeah. He came back last year in the animated continuation. He was great. He did a voice acting role, but I want a live action new Scott Pilgrim movie. Day 85 of trying to get Julien to watch the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I think he'll love it. I think it appeals to all his sensibilities, video games, anime. And anyway, but yeah, that movie's so great. I want to see all the evil exes return. He was a highlight. And my nightmare sequel is Ghosted, which came out last year, I believe, with him and Ana de Armas. Came on streaming, I want to say either Prime Video or Hulu. Can't remember which one. It's about as run of the mill as it gets. And those are two actors that I like. So they're just horrible. All right. Give me your next Chris. Guys, we're on Chris 2 out of 4, by the way. Mm-hmm. Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. I'll let you go first for these next 10 since I went first on the first 10.
Okay. My Chris Hemsworth dream sequel is going to be The Huntsman. This is a movie that I'm sure everybody forgot as soon as they saw it, which is okay. But as I always say, I love me a good fantasy movie, or even a mediocre fantasy movie, because it's fantasy, goddamn. Fantasy is a genre that is dying, and when we get it, I love it every time. Give me the Narnias of the world, the Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. Fantasy is just a really fun genre, as Julian likes to say. But yeah, he was great in the movie. He actually did return in the sequel. and I want him in another sequel. Yeah.
Part 3, bitch.
Part 3, The Huntsman. Opening box office 2.4 million. And for a Nightmare sequel is Ghostbusters. This is when they reinvented the wheel with the all women cast. Which
was he in that?
He was in it. He was the best part of the movie, but I don't want that cast to return. Unfortunately,
sexist.
Not being sexist, because even the new Ghostbusters movies still suck when those are canon. So Ghostbusters just needs to die. But yeah, give me your Dream and Nightmare Hemsworth sequel.
Yeah, so these are both kind of like near and dear to my heart. Like I feel really strongly about both of my answers here. So the Dream sequel would be the Star Trek prequel. This is technically still a sequel, I guess. But anyway, like give me for those of you that don't remember this trilogy that we have in the Star Trek universe. Chris Hemsworth was in the first one for the first 5 minutes. He played Captain Kirk's dad. This is a young Chris Hemsworth. I mean, before the height of his powers. But I was just like, there's something there. And like, I would love an entire story about Captain Kirk's dad and Chris Hemsworth playing the character.
There's something there. He really, Nick, you saw that in 5 minutes, or do you have the context of all he became? Or did you actually see that in real time? Like, oh, this guy's going to be a star in those 5 minutes.
I said there's something there when I saw that movie, yes. Just it's the same thing when I saw Into the Darkness, and I was like, Benedict Cumberbatch, like this guy.
That was a much bigger role. Yeah, he had way more minutes than 5 minutes of screen time.
That's not the point.
Connor was the antagonist of that film. He saw Chris in 5 minutes. Oh, he's gonna be a megastar.
I didn't say he's gonna be a megastar. I said there's something there.
Okay.
Anyway, my nightmare is a Thor solo movie directed by Taika Waititi. And I see that. No. There's no asterisk. Thor solo movie directed by Taika Waititi. Those things cannot happen again. I don't want a fucking Thor 5 directed by Taika Waititi, starring Chris Hemsworth. So
I was saying the asterisk is Taika Waititi, but like a Thor 5 can happen, but you don't want Taika Waititi attached. That's the main thing you don't want.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Dream and Nightmare sequel for Chris Pine next. We're on 3 out of 4 Chris's. My dream sequel for Chris Pine is this little Disney musical called Into the Woods. I love me a good musical. I feel like this movie did not get enough love and recognition. He was amazing, and I think he played like Prince Charming or something like that in the film. He was great. I want to see more Into the Woods content. And for my nightmare sequel for Chris Pine is Don't Worry, Darling. I think this came out last year. Is this last year?
I don't know.
Florence Pugh. I think Florence Pugh gave a great performance.
She didn't.
But this movie, it promised us something way more spectacular and intriguing than it really was. Ended up being a big old movie about a VR set, and that pissed me off. No more. Okay. Don't Worry, Darling.
So my dream sequel we're doing Chris Pine, right?
Chris Pine,
yep. Star Trek. I've talked about these movies, and I love the movies. I want them back. Give me all 3. Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana. I want them all back for a Star Trek Part 4.
It's happening.
Hopefully. And the nightmare is easy. It's Wonder Woman. Jesus Christ. The nigga literally died and came back to life. And why? Was he a clone in like 1984 or something?
He wasn't a clone. They took his soul and put it into a random man that fucked Wonder Woman.
Okay.
That happened.
Yeah. All right. Jesus Christ. Patty Jenkins. Yeah. You know what? Wonder Woman Part 3 starring, directed by Patty Jenkins. No. Get her away from Wonder Woman. Jesus.
Part 1 was so good. I can't even say that yet. I'm going to give her one more chance on Wonder Woman.
I'm not.
She'll never get it, but whatever. Last Chris
her Star Wars film, because her dad was a pilot in one of the Star Wars films. Bitch.
I don't trust you with no lightsaber, bitch.
No.
Anyway, Chris Pratt is our 4th and final Chris. My dream sequel is The Tomorrow War, which came out on Amazon Prime. It was a straight release. This movie is so good. It did not get enough recognition. Chris Pratt playing against type. He's not playing the bumbling idiot. He's playing a hardened soldier, which also he was really great in that Prime Amazon series. The Terminalist was really good as well. But anyway, this is a movie. It's such a cool concept. They pluck people from the present, send them to the future to fight these aliens, because if not, then the present will be destroyed. Really cool alien designs, really cool lore. Give me Tomorrow War Part 2. And for my nightmare sequel for Chris Pratt is Movie 43. This movie came out around like 2011, 2012. I can't remember which year exactly, but this is a movie where they have like it's like a spoof movie where they have all these different actors like Halle Berry and all these big name actors in this single movie, and it's like little skits, like an SNL skit for the entire movie, and it just turned out to be abysmal. It was horrible. But yeah, give me your Dream and Nightmare sequel for Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I want another dream. This is my dream. I want another Guardians of the Galaxy, but I want it done right. I want the OG cast from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 only. So that includes Chris Pratt's Star-Lord, Dave Bautista's Drax. Give me Vin Diesel. I am Groot. And I want the big, fat, humanoid Groot. I don't want the kid Groot, the teenage Groot. I want the big man Groot. Give me Bradley Cooper as... I'm so sorry.
Okay. You want the big wood group?
Yeah, I want.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. What did Paul Pierce say? I'm tired of having his. I want the whole load. Okay, my bad. Okay, Rocky Raccoon and fucking Zoe Saldana.
You don't want Mantis? Mantis is a cool addition.
No, I don't want Mantis. No, don't want Mantis. I don't want Nebula. No, I want
Mantis though.
No, I don't want Mantis. I want those 5 that I just named. And I want Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 4, the send-off.
Cosmo the Space Dog?
Okay, no, get that nigga out of here. Get the duck out of here too. Who?
Kraglin?
Get that nigga out of here. No. You know what? I will allow them to bring back Yondu for the Dead. That's it. But nobody else. No, I want that dream sequel with James Gunn's insane ass. Give me all the insanely white music that he loves from his childhood. Let's make the ridiculous jokes, but we're going to do a complete 180 with Drax. Chris Pratt's going to become a god again, and it's going to be a great movie. And the nightmare isn't really a nightmare, but it's something that I think that he needs to pass the mantle on, and it is the Jurassic World stuff. Obviously, he is with Scarlett Johansson being announced as the new lead in these films, but we got 3 okay movies. I still think the first one is the best one. Part 2 did not need to be nearly as sad as it fucking was, and part 3, I literally don't remember a single thing that happened in that movie. So, yeah. But
scene in part 2, man, when they're leaving the island and the dinosaurs are burning.
Yeah, I'm just like, what?
Oh my god!
Why am I crying in the club right now? I came here for nonstop action. I'm in here feeling for these fucking animals. Like Jesus Christ. You know what's so funny about that? I'll never forget looking over at Avi. She was bawling, and she was like, "I want to leave." I was just like, "Wait, no, we can't."
It was so random. Like we're having a good old time. It's Jurassic World 2. Like, nigga, what? All the dinosaurs left behind are about to burn in this fucking volcano. And it's that one
about to die a horrible death. Like,
it's that one Brontosaurus like crying out and saying like, "Oh my god, I can't handle this." Like, this is crazy. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, nightmare sequel for Chris Pratt, please.
Okay. Now, just as kind of an offshoot question, can you rank the Chris's in terms of your personal enjoyment of them? So not best actor, just who you like the best.
Yeah, like essentially, if these guys were billed in a movie, which one would I go see first? Yeah, right, Chris Evans. Yeah, I mean Chris Evans, Hemsworth, Pine, Pratt. Pretty much how you have it. Yeah,
Hemsworth. You said Evans, Hemsworth, Pine, Pratt.
Yes.
Okay. I'll go Hemsworth number 1, Pine number 2, Evans number 3, Pratt number 4. But I love all of them though. Okay, cool. Hugh Jackman, dream sequel, Van Helsing. Is there any point to elaborate? Let's bring him back from the dead. I want him in werewolf form. Bring back Dracula 2, that actor.
Yes.
Just give me Van Helsing again. I don't care. Part 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for my nightmare sequel is Pan. This is a Peter Pan remake. Guys, this movie is so weird. They were actually doing live covers to like actual songs that are like popular like radio songs inside of the movie, and they were dressing those songs up as like songs that like a musical. It was so weird. Hugh Jackman played Captain Hook. He was going for it, which I give him credit for. He's a theater kid at heart. But no, I don't want any more Pan. So yeah.
Yeah, we literally have the same thing. Van Helsing. I mean, I'll also put the MCU thing, but we're already getting that, so I'm going to leave that. So yeah, Van Helsing. And then fucking Peter Jesus, get that shit out of here. I don't want to see him do that shit again.
Did you watch that movie? I saw that in theaters.
I saw it in theaters, unfortunately. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I was doing there, but I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, Adrian Brody for next actor. My dream sequel for Adrian Brody is Fantastic Mr. Fox. He has a small role in the first film. I'm really more so want the film more so than him in it. Even though I love Adrian Brody just because I love that movie. It's my only, well, not my only, but it's my favorite film by Wes Anderson. And my nightmare sequel for Adrian Brody is Ghosted. Once again, Chris Evans and Ana de Armas came out last year. He plays a villain, generic villain. He's phoning it in completely. But Adrian Brody has some really good movies under his belt, though. But yeah, not doing that.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Adrian Brody was the guy on my list that was just tough for me. I literally didn't know who he was when I read this. So I looked up his filmography, and I've only seen one movie that I know him from, really. And it's the King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong. Okay. And to be completely honest, I don't remember him in that movie at all.
He's the main guy.
That's not Jack Black?
Jack Black is the guy that hires him, but he's like the main guy. Like it's the blonde girl that King Kong loves. He's the guy that falls in love with the girl.
No, I know exactly who he is now. Yeah.
Okay.
But the fact that I couldn't remember that until you just jolted that's saying something. So sure, let's do dream sequel King Kong and Nightmare. I don't have one because I just don't know who this guy is.
Are you bringing King Kong back from the fucking dead, nigga? You never seen Cadillac Records?
No.
Okay, a great movie too. Salma Hayek is our next one on our list here. My dream sequel for Salma Hayek, Yiddies herself, is Wild Wild West.
Oh my god!
This is a movie that people love to shit on Will Smith's filmography
because it's terrible. It's terrible.
If you like having fun, there's no way this movie's terrible. This movie is about as fun as it gets. Pair Will Smith with any white man, he makes a great duo.
Wow.
And for my nightmare sequel is Sausage Party. I just never got the appeal. There's actually a new Sausage Party show out right now. I'm not gonna watch that. But
so Amazon Prime, I think.
Amazon Prime, yeah. Like this kind of crass humor just for like an hour and a half straight. It's just never my kind of style. So yeah, I don't want. And the end of that movie is just oh my god. Like, I remember I was younger when I saw it. I was like, this is happening right now. Like, this got approved. This is the NC-17. How is this not like anyway? But yeah, Salma Hayek nightmare sequel is Sausage Party.
Interesting. Yeah. So Salma Hayek. I didn't realize she was in Grown Ups. Don't remember her. I don't remember a single scene from her.
She's Adam Sandler's wife, I believe.
Okay, great. So yeah, give me her. Grown Ups is super hilarious. It's one of those later Adam Sandler films where I'm just like, what the heck? Like Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, David Spade. I'm just like, wow, okay, yeah.
Kevin James,
I didn't think, like I didn't think this would actually be worth the fuck. But
did you
both
enjoy
of them,
part two?
Yeah, about to say both of them were like really funny, entertaining. I was like, okay, let's do it.
Shaq was so stupid in part two.
I feel like Shaq knows that people love to see him do ridiculous shit, and he loves to do ridiculous shit. So he's just like Adam Sandler was like, "Hey, Shaq, I got this part for you, man. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow, baby." Like, yeah, Shaq is so fucking weird. But yeah,
have you seen Kazam?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
I have. Unfortunately, for some reason, I've seen Kazam multiple times. I don't know why.
I mean, every '90s kid has seen Kazam. I feel like it's
maybe that's what it is. Yeah, maybe it's just something that you put on, and it's just like
it's like Never-Ending Story or something like that.
Maybe, yeah. And I think
Indian in the Cupboard.
I think because that's nothing. I think because it's Shaq, and like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, like he's in the NBA. Like, man, watch his movie. Maybe I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And yeah, the Nightmare sequel was also Sausage Party. It's so interesting, man. This movie was I'm not really sure why I went to see this. Looking back, because maybe this is because like Seth Rogen was at the height of his powers. And
amazing cast, yeah.
I was just like, he can really do no wrong. Yeah, he did. This was not good or fun for me.
Yeah, this is the kind of movie you like if you're like live in a trailer park and you love drinking Monsters every day and you ride little BMX bikes. Yeah, you'll love this movie.
My God!
Next actor we have here is Gal Gadot. Right. Okay. Gal Gadot, no. Dream sequel, Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2. Let's finish what he started. Give us the entirety of the Dark Side saga. That because the end of the Snyder Cut when she looked into that portal and said, "What's up, nigga?" that's my Wonder Woman. Okay.
Yeah, she got fucking ass beat. Yeah. Okay.
She's the one that killed Steppenwolf. Mm-hmm. Even though,
barely,
we know who really killed him,
right?
But she the one to put the final blow in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Nightmare sequel is Heart of Stone. Came out last year, I believe. Spy, Netflix, Chat GPT movie. Don't need it anymore. Yeah.
All right. So my dream sequel, which is what we're getting, is oh wait, no, sorry, we're not getting this. In my mind we are, but it's the same thing. I do want the Snyder cut part 2 of the Justice
All
League.
4 hours.
Yes, give it to me.
Yes.
Yeah, all 4 hours, non HD, widescreen
non.
format only, like all
You
of
said
it. Like,
non. You said non HD.
yeah, isn't that what he released on HBO Max? It was like non HD widescreen format. Like, it was some goofy looking format. Like, we had to watch it. I was just like, whatever, nigga. Yeah, give it to me. Wonder Woman is not gonna do nothing with Darkseid, but I mean, that's okay. Superman's here, bitch. So.
Final blow. She has her sword.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
The God Killer.
Sure. And my nightmare sequel, unfortunately, is her in these fucking Fast and Furious movies. I will never forgive them for just letting her pop up at the end of the movie and just being like, "Hey guys, I'm alive."
My whole theater sighed. We sighed. I've never heard a collective sigh in person before. We all said,
yeah. Unfortunately, I'm a little more vocal in the theater. I was just like, "Wait, what?" Like,
we saw you die.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, what the fuck ever. But yeah, we're getting it, whether I want it or not. We're getting it.
Yeah.
I'll be there opening night, but we're getting it.
Giselle. No. Okay. Next one we have here on the list is Shia LaBeouf. Your boy.
My boy.
Similar to Anne Hathaway, I have a tie for a dream sequel for Shia LaBeouf.
Gosh.
I Robot is one of them. His role in there is minimal, but it was impactful enough. I remember him quite vividly in the film. Maybe he's the guy now that takes on the mantle and does what he. I mean, I still need Will Smith. Don't get it wrong. And Transformers as well. Michael Bay's Transformers. I never thought I'd see the day where I miss Michael Bay. I miss Michael Bay's Transformers vision because what they've done to it recently. It's always been bad, sure, right? Except part 1. I think part 3 is a good movie too, Dark of the Moon. But they were fun at least.
Yeah,
these new movies aren't even fun anymore.
No.
And so Michael Bay, one thing you could say about whether it be Last Night or whatever, Age of Extinction, they're fun. Bring back Michael Bay. I know Sam Witwicky died in canon. Scratch that shit. He's back, bitch. And bring back Michaela. Trunk Scene Part 2. And for my nightmare sequel for Shia LaBeouf is Honey Boy. This is his self-directed, I believe, biopic, which he came out and said was a total lie, never really happened. His dad never abused him. So you just lost all credibility there, which was insane to even do that at the time. But yeah, I don't want a Honey Boy Part 2 because it'd just be another lie. So yeah.
Okay. So my dream sequel for Shia LaBeouf is also iRobot. This is my favorite Will Smith movie. But partly because of Shia LaBeouf. At this point in his life, he's still a young up and coming actor. But to me, this is really what put him on the scene. Like for everybody that didn't know who he was, they were like, "Oh shit, who's this kid in this Will Smith movie? He was great."
You sure it wasn't Holes?
Yeah, you're probably right. But anyway, well, I mean, we watched him in Holes, but like, iRobot made hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office. Holes didn't. Holes is some Disney movie, like I don't know if my mom saw Holes.
I can't remember how successful Holes was, but okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
Anyway, but yeah. I mean, I want a sequel when it's just him and Sonny. I don't want Will Smith back, unfortunately. Detective Spooner is dead, and yeah, give me he's the new guy. No, I'm saying in my sequel, his character's dead.
Hold on, nigga died.
Yeah, no, he didn't die. Yeah, in the sequel, his character's dead, and he's passed on the mantle to, I was going to call him fucking Sam Witwicky, to Shia LaBeouf's character, and he is now going to lead the revolution because of course there's going to be a new AI because we're in the world of AI. Anyway, nightmare sequel. We're in this renaissance as well of all these Disney shows coming back and doing Girl Meets World and Fuller House and all this shit. I don't want Even Stevens 2, Even Stevens sequel. I don't want it. It would never happen because Shia LaBeouf and Christy Carlson Romano absolutely hate each other for apparently no reason. But I don't want it. Period.
I don't know. Even Stevens revival out of any of the revivals might be the one that kind of piques my interest the most. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Bean's ugly ass come back. No. Zac Efron. You're another one of your favorite golden boys.
We're all in this together.
Dream sequel, The Greatest Showman. Give it to me. The song with him and Zendaya in that movie just went platinum. I saw on Twitter, I believe, as well. You think it's easy. Great song. And for my nightmare sequel for Zac Efron is Firestarter. This is a Stephen King adaptation. Literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And for those who have seen the movie, I will just say 3 words: the cat scene, and I'll leave it at that. So, Julian, go ahead.
Dream sequel is easy. High School Musical 4. They obviously can't be in high school anymore. They're almost fucking 40. I don't care. Get it done. Make it make sense. I don't care how it happens. Vanessa Hudgens, bring your fine ass back. Corbin Blue, bring your old balding ass back. I want everybody. I want them all.
Did you see Corbin Blue? I think he was in Vegas. He was performing his Power Line, doing the Eye to Eye song.
That was in LA at the Hollywood
LA.
Bowl. And yes,
Sorry.
I have seen the TikToks. I have been watching them relentlessly.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Shout out to Corbin Blue. Ashley Tisdale.
Vegas, would you have gone?
Yes. Ashley Tisdale. Bring your fine ass back.
Okay.
I want them all. All right, anyway. Nightmare Sequel was the greatest show. Get that shit out of here. That shit was ass. Greatest Showman. Shout out to Hugh Jackman. I did. Shout out to Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron. No thanks. That shit was ass.
So you enjoy High School Musical, but not The Greatest Showman?
Wow. Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Next one we have Vin Diesel. My dream sequel for Vin Diesel is The Iron Giant. Still one of the best animated films of all time.
Did he have a single voice role in that?
Yeah, he was the Iron Giant. Yeah.
I feel like I saw the Iron Giant once when I was little. I haven't seen it since. I had to rewatch it one day.
I will stand on that. I will die on that hill. One of the greatest animated movies ever. And for a nightmare sequel for Vin Diesel is Bloodshot. This came out a couple years ago. It's a comic adaptation, not Marvel or DC, another smaller comic company. I think I fell asleep during this, and it was really bad. So yeah.
My dream sequel for Vin Diesel was The Pacifier. I think this is one of those movies that kind of gets lost in the shuffle because he's such a big Hollywood star now. This is a movie that I also watched relentlessly when I was younger. I completely enjoyed the ridiculousness of it. The nigga's a assassin babysitter. Cool, but whatever. But I honestly, I think it's one of those movies of that time. We were getting a lot of those kind of movies. Not necessarily, well, fish out of water type movies, but yeah. Anyway, give me a sequel to this. I still hold this The Pacifier with Vin Diesel. I hold it near and dear to my heart. Nightmare, Triple X. It's too fucking late. Vin Diesel. He would absolutely try. But I like one of my Ice Cube better, and that's fucking saying something.
Me too.
That's fucking saying something.
I've always been scared to say that. I like the Ice Cube Triple X better.
Niggas say you've been scared.
I have. Okay,
Wow.
Yeah. I feel validated. Cool.
Speaking my truth, man.
Yeah, damn. Okay, cool. Zoe Saldana next. My dream sequel for Zoe Saldana is Star Trek, which is apparently supposed to be happening. I love her as Uhura. My nightmare sequel for Zoe Saldana is Nina, where she played Nina Simone. I think she had on like literal blackface for that role. So let's not do that again. Yeah, go ahead.
So Zoe Saldana, I gave the dream to Guardians of the Galaxy for all the reasons I listed, all the reasons I listed earlier for Chris Pratt. I just want the OG 5 back together to do it one last time. And for the nightmare, I lost my spot. I'm getting back. Don't worry. Excuse me. Avatar. I don't like these movies. I saw the first one in theaters all these years ago. I was bored out of my fucking mind, and it was like 3.5 hours long. And I was just like, Jesus Christ! Like I don't have the attention span for this. I'm 12. Like I don't want to watch this. Like, I'm sorry. Like I don't care. And yeah, when they did part 2 24 years later, I was like, I'm not going to support this. And I don't want 3, 4, and 5. I don't care how good James Cameron thinks he is. He's great. I'm not doing it. So yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm not understanding the Mantis hate. I understand your love for the core 5, but
Oh
Mantis
my God. I don't understand the Mantis love. Like what
she
the
was
fuck?
such a great addition to the cast. Like she's so cool. She's so
not
great.
that great. She's not.
And we see what she does to regular humans. Okay. Now this time you can go first for the last 5.
Okay.
Give me your dream sequel and nightmare sequel for Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. Damn, I picked the Guardians again. Wow. Okay. Well, for all these, I've dismissed it. Yeah. The nightmare sequel is easier for me. It's The Hangover. I don't want any more of these fucking films. I still think The Hangover is the greatest comedy of all time. 2008. but I don't. I wasn't like when they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna make a sequel." I was like, "Please don't, please don't." And it honestly, part two is not horrible. It's just not really good at all. It's as mediocre as it gets, and part three is absolutely fucking horrible. Like it's just like I remember thinking like, "Why am I here? Like, what did I subject myself to?" So they don't need to make any more of these. They realized that they had an instant cash grab on their hands when they made part one, and they're in the business of making money, so of course they want to make sequels. But I'm glad they stopped at three. I don't ever want to see these group of guys back together again. It's probably going to happen in like 10 years or so. But I mean, I'll be there opening night. But I wouldn't want to see it. I wouldn't want this to happen.
Speaking of Guardians, can you make out my Guardians poster right here in the back? It's Guardians 2. I got it from the theater. I remember. It's a
There's
black
like
and
a
white
glare
cartoon.
on it. I can't really see it.
Okay, it's like all the team lined up. Anyway, um, yeah, my dream sequel for Bradley Cooper is The Hangover. Your Nightmare sequel.
Oh God.
Yeah, I agree. What they did with part two was just try to recreate part one, and then part three was totally off the rails. But just those four guys. I mean, those three guys together, man. I mean, it's just like whether the movie's bad or good, you're going to gut laugh. Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach
Oh no.
Galifianakis. You're going to laugh from your gut at least a couple scenes in the film. So that's all I want, really. Nightmare sequel is If, which just came out earlier this year. John Krasinski.
Was he in that?
I mean, yeah, he was in it.
Okay.
You talking about Bradley Cooper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in it. He played a minor role, a voice role, should I say? Um, I actually walked out of this movie not because it was bad. I just realized about 45 minutes into the movie that it's just very much more kiddie than what I thought it was going to be. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Next one we have is Channing Tatum. Give me your dream and nightmare sequel for Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum's been getting asked about my dream sequel a lot on his recent press tour. I have no idea what the fuck he's on a press tour for. Maybe it's that movie where he's like a kidnapper on an island or whatever
Two
with
movies.
Zoe.
The first one he's out with Scarlett Johansson called Fly Me to the Moon, out right now in theaters.
Ah, yeah,
And of course, his movie directed by his girlfriend or wife is always out. No, not
Zoe
Zoe Kravitz
Kravitz.
coming out this August. So yeah, he's got two big movies coming out.
Yeah, 23 Jump Street. I feel like I'm one of the only people in the world that like really enjoy 21 and 22 Jump Street.
That's not
It
true.
seems like nobody talked about these movies. I don't ever see them floating around TikTok or like the space. But maybe it's just my algorithm. I would absolutely love them, both of them back together. And the nightmare is Coach Carter, bitch. I don't ever want to see you being a wigger again in anything. Like I don't want to see it. You're better than that now. So yeah, I don't want to see fucking Coach Carter again.
Were you here for the? Remember when it was rumored that they were going to do like a Step Up Men in Black collab film?
I
Were
do
you here
remember
for
that.
that?
No, because
Okay.
I've never been the biggest fan of either one of those franchises.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, was not here for it.
But you were a fan of 21 Jump Street. We mean either one of those franchises.
Didn't you just say Men in Black and Step Up?
That would be an insane nigga. No,
I could have swore that's what you just said.
Men in Black Step Up collab. What the fuck? Dancing in Space? Anyway, nigga, there was a 21 Jump Street Men in Black rumored collab.
21 Jump Street and Men in Black.
Yeah,
Bro, you 100% said Step Up.
Wait, if I did say Step Up, why did you lie and say yeah? I remember that because that never happened. It's a 21 Jump Street Men in Black. Remember, there was like Jonah Hill was like rumored to be like involved with like a Men in Black crossover with Step Up. It was. I know it sounds random as hell, but it was like a thing that's going to happen.
Okay, y'all, he just said Step Up again. Am I
Oh,
tweaking?
okay.
Am I tweaking? Like, what the fuck? Am I
With-
fucking tweaking?
I'm sorry. It was 21 Jump Street and Men in Black.
21 Jump Street and Men in Black. There was supposed to
Yeah.
be some type of fucking. No, I
Crossover
don't
of the
remember that.
worlds.
I don't remember
Okay.
that. I'm sorry. When you said for some reason when you said Step Up and Men in Black, for some reason it triggered something in me. I was like, maybe I do, but I'm sorry.
That would be. Can you imagine a
That'd be
20?
nuts.
Anyway, yeah. My dream sequel for Channing Tatum is G.I. Joe. Bring him back as Duke.
Really? Okay.
Yes, they did kill him off, I believe, in part 2 of G.I. Joe. Because that's why The Rock took over as the main character. Because he like died off screen or some shit like that.
Was it
Yeah,
Marlon Wayans in that?
He was in the first one. And I enjoyed it.
Mm.
Bring back Marlon Wayans too. For my nightmare sequel for Channing Tatum is Step Up. Once again, a wigger. I don't want to play another wigger again, like you said. And his dance moves, like if you go back and watch the movie, his dance moves are so bad. And also, it's another tie because this other movie is horrible called Jupiter Ascending, which is really bad as well. So I don't want him in either one of those movies.
Damn.
Also, I'm just not a big Channing Tatum fan, which is why I didn't see Fly Me to the Moon, because I was almost going to off of the pure strength of how good Scarlett Johansson looked in those damn trailers. We have Dave Bautista in our next.
You are the horniest niggas I've ever known, like ever. It's crazy.
Anyway,
Dave Bautista. Okay.
Dream Nightmare sequel.
Yeah. So for Bautista, I want a Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show, Disney Plus show for Groot, for Drax the Destroyer. I literally don't want a single cameo in this. I want this just full force Drax adventures. I don't want to laugh literally once because of Drax. We can let the side characters do the funny. I want this to be like an actual redemption story for him. Getting back to the roots, make it interesting. Give David Bautista something to sink his teeth into. Let's do it. Nightmare is easy. This fucking My Spy 2 bullshit, which is already out, by the way. For some reason, this has been like trending on my TikTok. Like, I keep seeing random clips of this. I'm just like, why? Here we are.
I'm working hard, man.
I guess so. Yeah, they pumping out them dollars to get that fucking shit around my fucking feed. But yeah, I don't want any parts of this. Sorry.
Okay, Dream Dave Bautista sequel is Dune, which is happening, which just got confirmed recently.
Cop out.
He definitely died in part 2.
He did.
So anyway, Nightmare sequel for Dave Bautista is Scorpion King 4. Because apparently I looked up his filmography. He was in Scorpion King 3 or 2.
Yeah, he was the lead.
He was the lead?
He was the lead. He took over for The Rock.
Might go back and watch that one then. I didn't watch him at the part 1.
I'm pretty sure it was straight to DVD. It was straight to
was.
DVD. This was like back when he was still in the WWE.
I still might be interested in watching it. Did you ever watch that one?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't want him in Scorpion King 4. But actually, now in his career, would I? And The Rock back? Hold on, bitch. That's my dream sequel. Scorpion King 4, Dave Bautista dream sequel, bitch.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, now The Rock. Speaking of the Scorpion King, give me your dream and nightmare sequel for Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
All right. So The Rock is easy. Yeah. I picked the Scorpion King. I could have picked a few. I could have picked Walking Tall or like The Rundown. I feel like those early Rock movies are still really good.
So much
I don't know about so much better, but anyway.
than his new ones.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. So yeah, Scorpion King Part 2. Older, grittier Scorpion King. Non-Logan. Non-Logan. No, fuck that.
Okay.
He's still fucking jacked. This is basically just going to be him at a different point in his life. I'm going to give him the Kratos storyline. He's already conquered one universe, and now it's time to conquer another, bitch. He has a son, and he has a past, a mysterious past. Anyway, my nightmare is easily Tooth Fairy. Get that shit out of here. I'm not sure why he did this. Like, I don't know who he owed money to. I don't know who he owed a favor to do this fucking movie. Maybe they were like, we'll give you $10 million. And he was like, bitch, when do we start? I don't know. But Tooth Fairy is ass. Always has been. And yeah. Money.
That's literally his entire career. Oh, how much money? Bet. Anyway, I think
this is not like The Rock. It's so funny.
Tooth Fairy is a cute movie, by the way. Dream sequel for Dave Bautista. For The Rock is Scorpion King as well. This movie has all the testosterone in it you could ever need. Kelly Hugh in this movie. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
As the little kids say, yeah.
I used to rewind that scene on VHS. Anyway, so yeah.
Oh my god.
The Rock, nightmare sequel for The Rock is Central Intelligence. I don't want him and Kevin Hart to ever pair up ever again in life. So yeah.
What? You're nuts.
Now,
their money.
Last one we have got their money. Get the fuck out of here.
They are.
Okay, cracker. Last one we have here is John Cena. John Cena is our last and final contestant on a Dream and Nightmare sequel. Give it to me. Whoa.
All right. John Cena. I have The Marine. This is early John Cena. I think it's maybe like his first feature length film. Also came out when he was still in the WWE. This is actually a really decent but really fun movie. So give me a part 2 of this. Obviously where he's at this stage in his career, there's trouble afoot again, and we have to bring the guy out of retirement to do what he does best, that only you can complete, soldier. Nightmare. Oh, I put Hidden Strike. Jesus Christ. This is the movie that came out on Netflix, I think last year, with Jackie Chan. Really, my nightmare for this kind of encapsulates this point in John Cena's career where he's just playing these ridiculous bumbling oaf roles in any comedy that he can get. I guess because he's so giant, like Hollywood is like, let's make you interesting because you're a wrestler, like, and that's pretty much all we see you as. So let's give you something, and let's crack Joe. I don't know, but John Cena is better than this. I think he actually can act. But these movies are just no fun. Like they're not funny. They're not fun. So why the fuck am I here? So
Loves this fun.
Dude.
Dream sequel is The Suicide Squad, Peacemaker, bring him back.
Yeah.
As I mentioned in earlier rounds, I love that movie. I love him as Peacemaker. And Mutant Mayhem as well. Rocksteady, he played voice Rocksteady, which is happening, by the way. Title coming soon, apparently, so I can't wait for that. And for Nightmare sequel is Ricky Stenicki for all the reasons that Julian just mentioned. He's the bumbling oaf, and I think the reason why they keep casting these kind of roles is because he is so big. But I think it's hard to find big giant guys like that have like that kind of charisma and that can be funny. And yes, he's funny and he's big, but they're running into the ground. I think like you said, he's capable of more than that. So yeah, I don't want to see him doing any more of these little stupid roles. But yeah, guys, that wraps up our Dream and Nightmare sequel pod. If y'all enjoyed this one, there will be another one in the tank. Don't worry about it. As Julian would say, like, comment, and subscribe to the Current Era podcast. Any final words, my friend?
That's it, man. Thank you so much, Mondy. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like the video. Comment down below. Subscribe to the Current Era pod. All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay.